Hello everybody, welcome into our first map of the day then. This is indeed getting kicked off on Overpass. Mnglz and Rare Atom starting off on that T side. A lot of utility brought up. Advent's going to have a full belt in fact, so they clearly have some ideas for this. We'll see what the end game plan is, and hopefully he doesn't go down too early for his trouble. There's going to be nobody in the connector area, so he should be safe for now.
A little bit slow, methodical here. Of course, there's a lot of recent history between these two sides. And of course, most recently being that of the RMR. Mnglz 2-0, pretty damn comfortable. But we've had a fair decent amount of time since then. So, a lot to learn. A lot to have potentially changed. And we'll see what happens. Right now, very little being given up. Rare Atom slowly poking and prodding around that connector / banana position. Looking like potentially off the back of Jamyoung, maybe going towards A if they can find any success, but they also are prepping over towards single door. Could make a burst in towards that of short water, they felt like it. Jamyoung showed his presence. Might get tested by Blitz on the way out. Blitz will heard all of this noise. They know they're trapped in towards connector. They're being surrounded, little do they know. One versus two. Annihilation low on HP. Just like that. Oh, well. We're back. Hopefully back. There we go. It's all good. Just now.
Let me see. Okay, cool. We're all back in. Just had a little timeout. You know how it goes. Man. Yeah. Just as the action started as well, you know, I just picked up the cast and it all froze.
Yeah, it's you really do. Molotov, a lot of nade damage as well towards Mosaic. Big star coming through for Mnglz here. Eagle, Mercury, tested. Taking a little bit of chunk damage as well. Needs to be very careful. This is the util that's coming over. Could be a problem. So I say, Mercury's the issue. Bart4k on 4. Blitz quick on the trade on towards Jamyoung. At the very least. I should be cleaned up. Yeah, he's supposed to be put to rest now. The bomb is dropped as well. Advent's got no chance here. Glock in hand. Gonna think that's all he will get. 2-0 start for the Mnglz. Pretty quick. Pretty easy. No sweat off the brow either. Of course, in doing so, Rare Atom might have a little bit of a should have half buy coming through in towards the next. You've got a double AK set up, triple Galil, but a lot of utility to work with. Actually, not the end of the world here. The Mongol's still playing a bonus, double MP9 for them, but a whole host of util. Win this, and it'll be very important to continue a super strong start. But I don't know, Overpass, which was pretty rough for them yesterday.
Okay, hopefully touch wood I should be back, dude, but we'll see here. Does seem like the UK internet is being a little temperamental this morning, but someone who's not being temperamental is Blitz, having a great game so far. 7-0. Opens up this super important round, as you highlighted, and able to back away for free. So pretty much the perfect start for the Mnglz. Really solid to see. They are certainly bringing their A game this afternoon. I think that is definitely the case here, that they are not looking to pull any punches against Rare Atom, where maybe we saw some overconfident plays. You know, they were definitely in with the bravado yesterday in certain moments. I think today is going to be a much cleaner game from them.
Yeah, for sure. Advent falling. Been a rough start for him so far, 0-3. But granted, no one's really stepped up over towards Rare Atom so far. 1 kill from Mosaic, a few for Mercury. It's been a tough time. They're struggling to find success. And once again, an man disadvantage against the bonus buy worries you a lot. Lose this, economy going to be, well, shattered. Now we give an opportunity for the Mongolz to start pulling further and further away. Oh, the veto favored the Mongols. Favored Rare Atom, I say. Recent history favors the Mongols. So, confidence could pull them across the lines. They're hitting over towards A. Annihilation going to take this first contact. Got this ball, the MP9, but they're lining up. And Mercury and Jam Young line up a double, but Blitz for two of his own. Bomb will go down. A 2 versus 2 retake ensues.
We'll see here then. Blitz has made the round doable with those 3 frags that he managed to pick up. Smoke goes down. A lot of noise being made by hasteka on the MP9. He just goes flying in. Kaze will deal with him cleanly, and the double peak comes through to see off Bartak. Rare Atom, once the rifles are in hand, looking pretty decisive there. Really clean stuff from them as they pick up their first round, and they will break the bank of the Mongols as well. So a really, really solid spot they now find themselves in.
So, where we stand, that's an opportunity. The door kind of cracked wide open for Rare Atom, which he was looking a little bit shaky. When they lost that man advantage, he got very worried. Thankfully, they get bailed out there. Say and Kaze both stepping up massively. Mongols now for them. Economy. And are offside. We said that was a very important round, a swing round, in fact. And that's swung in favour of the C side, who now have some control to work with. They're going for the triple boost, and that would have been heard. hasteka struggling to get on top. Waiting for his opportunity. Now, for the time being, he'll get a freebie. Mosaic back turned. I'm sure he would have heard the drop there, but doesn't matter. Too little, too late. Still finds the first.
Standing strong here for a little more. We'll start to push in on the T side, but they're pretty scary at the moment in terms of the numbers. They really do have to be careful here with their approach forwards. That M4 needs dealing with, and Jam Young does just that on the entries. Slow but sure, making their way in, being very, very, very careful now. Bird comes down, deals with that 5-7. Techno has managed to retrieve the M4, but obviously doesn't have any armor, so not really expecting big things from it. Bomb goes down, Jam Young continues to frag. So this is looking like a mini recovery of the round. Loses his head, though. They're still doing decent damage here on that Mongol side of things. Another headshot, and maybe the round is on. I think they know that on the Rare Atom side, though, and just playing nice and safe, not giving too many opportunities across for a cheeky headshot like that.
Yeah, good, like you said. It's a pretty nice little shot coming through. Another from Annihilation. The big thing is, you know, they're making it very expensive. You're going to walk away with an M4A1 SA, the Deagle in hand, Annihilation, and a couple of kills under his belt. Kaze, yes, he stays alive, but they also get the round in their favour. So there's silver linings both ways. And actually, Annihilation runs straight into his death. He was looking for a gun to pick up on the way out. Doesn't matter, though. They have money to work with. So he will pick up the AWP. Now, full buy in response to come through. Rare Atom, they tied this game up 2 rounds apiece, but that was super expensive in the previous round against what was a very minimalistic buy. So you're going to keep that T-side economy in check. Make sure that it doesn't start running away with things. That's potentially where we can start seeing a response to come through. Mongols need to get back onto their winning way. CT-side overpass, the most CT-sided map in the pool right now. They've really got to make the most of it while they can.
Nice shot from Annihilation to open up. Blitz going to find Advent. This is looking a little better from the Mongols. Some aggression to come through. Early fights being taken and a lot of success being found. Mosier kind of entry in. A nice flick there onto Bartak, to be fair to him, but just too many bodies for him to deal with all by himself, to be honest. Rotations now coming in to continue the defense on this B-bomb site. hasteka linked off to the back of the side, but still fancying his chances. They will call off the B hit. I think rightfully so. There's not really much space for them to get in here. They actually double pump back in. So very, very, very awkward guesswork here from Rare Atom. Weirdly enough, they've found their way down short. I think they're just looking for a frag. They're just looking to catch someone and even up the numbers, but certainly going to be easier said than done on this one. hasteka might give them the opportunity for it, though. Does go a little too wide. 30 seconds left. Meanwhile, Jam Young is gaining information towards that A site, which right now is clear. There is a quick rotation available for Annihilation, of course. He's going to start and do that. Still a weakly defended bomb site.
Time. 12 seconds, man. They got to go now. This has to be the call. And of course, they're swinging through. They might just sneak in a bomb plant. They are going to get it, actually. They're going to be respected here. Annihilation might get one. Scope would have been heard. We'll find the kill. Surely impossible now for Kaze. A legend of the game, a legend of the scene, but a 1 versus 3 just seems a task too tall. Off the shoulder of one, but he will be deleted on the way out. Blitz will see him. That's the round for Mnglz. At least the bomb plant comes through, I guess. There's a bit of money and extra cash in the pockets. But all in all, important. Very important the Mnglz aren't right back, especially as we mentioned on that CT side.
Okay.
Funds. Limited, right? Look at that. Advent, Mnglz, or Jamyoung even. 2.5k for them. They could even just force buy fully here, right? And just completely reset the economy. Or they stick about 2k. Go for a half buy. I wouldn't even mind a little Hero AK. They can afford another one into the next regardless. So, wouldn't actually be the worst call. We are going to see a pause coming through. And, well, they're going to have all these sort of conversations. I don't think going for a Hero AK here would be actually the worst call at all. Drop it into the hands of someone. Mercury, Jamyoung, who are very, very self-sufficient. I don't think that would be too much of an issue. The only problem being, of course, for the Mnglz, they have got a fully fledged buy. They know they're upstead and play. They know they're going to have a full better utility and all of the goods. So it comes to the age-old question of, is it worth it? Well, they're going to go with yes. AK in the hands of Mercury as expected, but actually it's going to be a full investment around it. It's double AK alongside Mosaic. Jamyoung in towards the Tech 9, a scout for Kaze, and Advent will pull up the rear with a Tech 9 of his own. It's a super tough buy to try and make work.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm a massive fan of it either, to be honest with you. Obviously, the space to get the 2 AKs out, but it's not really enough, is it, to be honest with you? Yeah, this does not look good in my eyes, so we'll see what they can do with it and whether they can bring any pressure with a buy like this. So far, pretty slow. Just thinking it out. Really, really patient stuff at the moment from the T side of things. They'll try and take a look in towards long, but no open angle being held at the very least by Techno.
That's it. Tuck this corner here. This should be so simple, realistically speaking, here for Techno. Only Jamyoung in that Techno, unless he gets a beauty of a flash, he should be good. He hears all of this noise as well. He knows they're around the corner. He might actually want to take the fight. Scout posted, easy shot, knows it's boosted as well, so there's another one around the corner. He can fall away, play at range, he knows that Pistol's going to have absolutely no success, and on the other side of the smoke, Bart4k could clean up a couple.
And he could here. They're very ready on this B side of things. It's going to be the contact in from the 2 AKs though, so I suppose the scariest weapons making their way through. Flashes come round, and it's a great little contact play to find 2. What a flick from Mosier. Blasting open that B bomb site. 3 players left on the retake. Again, they do have that weaker weaponry, but now with the man advantage, you feel like their odds are increasing. Advent gives his life away a little aggressively. What is that wall bang from Annihilation? That's given them a good chance back into this retake then. Mercury, what can you get done from this angle? He's looking. They seem to know that he is around. Slow creep coming in. He gets slightly overlooked, but Blitz will manage to get the trade on him. Not a lot of time left on that bomb. Jamyoung just trying to play around the time here. Finds the first player in and around the pillar. Ring around the rosy. Just trying to stay alive. Buy more time. He makes his way down. And he gets the frag to boot. Absolutely beautifully played 1v1 from Jamyoung.
Just Jamyoung things, man. This guy is so talented. Continues to just be a thorn in the side of menace. That's brilliant. Well played from Jamyoung on what was a very kind of haphazard buy there. He's really made it work in a way that arguably it should never have happened. Credit. Mongolz will be kicking themselves. They shouldn't be losing those. Never, never should happen. Of course, well, this time it did. That's flipped the script in terms of the buys as well. Looking over now towards that of the CT side. And they themselves, they've gone for a forced investment, but it's really not bringing too much to the table. Double pistol, MP9 and a double M4A1S. They're relying so heavily on Techno and Annihilation. And right now, Techno has been uncharacteristically very quiet.
Yeah, certainly I think having his game knocked a bit by Rare Atom here. It's a big matchup. It's a big team. It's a difficult one to contend with and keep yourself present, keep yourself head in the game. Certainly seems to be having an effect on him. Someone that isn't, though, is Blitz. Maybe it would have been nice to see him with an M4 in hand for this round, but they never do that, do they? They never swap weapons across based on kills. It's all based on money. Rush down long is a little dodgy, but they will entry in 2 for 1. Bomb plant coming through. I don't really think there's a hope in hell here for the remaining 3 players. Probably a good idea to just hold what you have into the next and try and give it another go, but as is classic for the region, I think they will stick around, look for their frags. Opportunity for one on the backside. Techno seems to have an idea that someone is hanging around. Just can't find the kill, though, unfortunately for him. Right idea. Tougher in execution, though. Hasteka will move away, save his MP9. It's another round going the way of Rare Atom, and they now secure the lead.
Very important as well. T-side overpass. We've already sort of spoken about it and we'll continue to. It's at the moment, off the back of the major, the most T-side map in the pool. And Rare Atom, we mentioned this is a punish pick. Technically speaking, a map in which, as we saw from our game against Chowran yesterday, the Mongols are a little bit shaky on. A lot of their fundamental problems come, actually predominantly, from the T side for the Mongols. So, very, very important. And Rare Atom continue to put up just enough rounds of this T side that we're never going to feel all too problematic about them. We'll see what happens going forward, though. At the moment, in a bit of a round-for-round affair, the economy still shatters for the Mongols. Just an MP9 in the hands of Hasteka is all they have to work with. It's going to be a gamble stack over towards B. I don't mind this call really at all. See if maybe the MP9 can pick up an upgraded weapon. And wow, okay. He will. Great control. And that will be a rifle down to be picked up. Not bad. However, they should know that for the most part, A is open now.
Yeah, should definitely be aware of that fact. They're going to start to make their way over there. There is a quick rotation, a quick boost coming through, but they call off of it. It's actually very quick rotation. It's going to be a lot of bodies here all of a sudden. It was looking open, but now anything but. Doesn't really matter, though. They just try and throw themselves at it on that Mongol side of things, and it does not work out. Hasteka in for another one, so nice enough for him. He's made some decent cash there. Could possibly drop an AWP across as well if they want to here. Does look to be the move as well, so nicely done. They get the AWP out in play on the Mongol side of things, but a pretty important round here. Rare Atom starting to streak ahead on this T side of things.
Spot on. Looking really good. Very important round for the Mongols. And again, a bit of a must-win. They don't find this one. They continue to live and breathe in this rut. It's a full investment, but they have to convert it. And Rare Atom has started to build up that confidence that makes them so scary. So proficient at what they do. At the very least right now. The buys are similar. They're not back into the kind of weird, awkward force and half buys they've had for the last couple of rounds. Rare Atom going to respect it. Nice and slow, waiting for mistakes and trying to bail out as much utility as they can. Got top con control, or at least bottom con control, may I say. Looking for that top con control. Get it at least for the time being.
Slow stuff out long here. Really comfortable look on that Rare Atom side of things. Mongols, I think, giving them a lot of respect, a lot of space. Becoming a bit more frightened of them in the mid-stage of this first half. Beautiful double peek. Looking for a little bit more. Gonna get it as well. Wow, they've got some ridiculousness on the side of Rare Atom. Techno can't put up any kind of a defense. Needed to be the hero there. It'll force the remaining 2 players to save, and that is going to be that.
That's round. Starting to look very concerning. It has to be a safe go away for the Mongols. They have to get it out of dodge. You can see Annihilation's absolutely nowhere near the action. Like you mentioned, money was always going to be a real issue. That's exactly the case right now. Rough to say the least. It's left them in a very, very uncomfortable spot. Where The buy-in towards next is going to once again be pretty damn brutal. Two's all they got to work with. They might even force buy again and try and support as best they can the M4 and AWP. It's a really horrible predicament. I wouldn't even mind another pause coming through at some point. They're losing control of the CT side. And that's becoming a very big issue for the Mongols. We said as well that the way this veto is starting to kind of entail itself, arguably, Mirage is the must-win for the Mongols. Of course, their pick. But it's a map in which Reratum are pretty proficient on themselves. Especially mechanically, right now, they are looking top-notch. Really great swings going through. A couple of individuals really stepping up, of course. No surprises at all to see Mercury and Jam Young towards that top end. Absolutely great work. 3-round advantage. They opt for a lower buy around those M4 and AWP saved. They will at the very least know they are still alive and kicking.
Should be able to contend with it, though. I think they've looked pretty good in the anti-half buy, anti-force buy type rounds on that Reratum side. So really starting to hit the groove here on the T side and stretch ahead. hasteka tries to get around the corner, doesn't quite work for him. There's 3 players on this site. I thought for a second maybe they would go down. It's actually a team molly that comes in, a little awkward, but it's all good in the end. I think the the AWP here will look to save once again. 7th round for Reratum already on the T side, though. Really, really scary stuff.
Not bad. At least the very moment. Reratum are just pulling so far away that you start to get very worried. We start to ask questions about, well, essentially the entirety of this game thus far. Annihilation. Can he keep the AWP alive? He should theoretically be okay. They're actually nowhere near him for the time being, but even still, it's worrying. Getting a swing. He will lose his life for it. And the AWP will stay alive. That's the main thing at the very least. Once again, they're going to have a buy around it in towards the next, so it's not the end of the world in terms of being, well, problematic. You always start to get really concerned about where we stand right now. It's again been a very, very good performance from Reratum on that C side. They struggled to get going early in towards the game, but now they're absolutely rolling with it. I'm still waiting for another Mongols pause here. I would like to see them have a conversation. Not feeling too confident about what we've seen so far. The buy, at least, for the CT side, back up and running. Still a little bit lacking in the hands of hasteka and Tekno, but I guess they're playing entries. Not the end of the world. Mercury, great start. Ball attack to 4, looking for more as well. Gonna be caught by the flash. Sets him up, lines him up into short water, and it's just so simple.
All too easy right now for Reratum. Yeah, man, we've definitely caught the Mongols in a bit of a poor run of form at the moment. It does feel like a close game yesterday. This one's starting to look very one-sided. Sure, it's not their map pick. Sure, it was a map that was, you know, weak for them yesterday. They ended up losing it, but this is really, really one-sided at the moment. And it's just the fashion of the rounds as well, you know what I mean? Like, very little competition from the Mongols. It's been a while since we've seen it come down to, oh, if only this one swing kill went your way, or if this guy got another frag instead of tagging him up 70 HP. There's nothing like that. There's just, you know, so many variables that they need to go their way, and Reratum are just absolutely rinsing them at the moment.
Let's be honest as well. I mean, something that you were kind of touching on, but the way in which Reratum are approaching this, you can just tell they just have no respect. They're so confident. These swings that are coming through, they're so reliant on actually just pure mechanics over everything. And you look at this and you look at what we've seen so far from the Mongols, it's just simply not good enough. They're in a terrible, terrible run here. Not only kind of on a more micro sense of this map, but actually kind of at the moment, yes, they won yesterday, but honestly, they should be, against a side like Chaoran Gaming, they should be blowing them out of the water. This is meant to be the best team in the entirety of Asia, and arguably in the entire kind of Oceania as well, because I think most people kind of agree that they're theoretically better than Greyhound. Right now, they are quite rapidly on track to dropping in towards that lower bracket. something in which is, well, not expected at all from them, but also quite scary if you're one of those teams in the lowers trying to make a run through. We could see a little bit of that rematch between the Chara and Gaming side at some point later down the line. And by later down the line, I mean sometime this week, of course. Up until Sunday, every single day, same time, same place. We'll be here. But a ball's coming through. I'm trying to great, thank God. A conversation very desperately needs to be had for the Mongols. You will have a buy. A little bit shaky with double FAMAS coming through. And of course, very limited utility. But they'll make do with what they got.
Yeah, I would definitely argue that maybe this timeout's coming a little bit late as well, as it is starting to, well, it already has gotten away from them, to be honest with you, right? They've lost out the half itself, and it's now a recovery mission, and I don't think that they really should have set themselves up for a recovery mission. It should have been a lot more competitive, I think is the word that I'm really looking for between these two teams, and so far we've seen very little of that, to be honest. You got to bear in mind as well, the Mongols came away with the pistol and the one-round conversion from it, so really have not looked good with the rifles in play.
Oh, spot on, man. Absolutely. Advent playing early entry in Con, getting a lot of information right now, not spotting out all too much. Annihilation, very aggro. Ton of vision around the smoke. That door swings open. Game set for him. He needs to be careful. Back turned as well for the supporting player, hasteka. Now, at the very least, will kind of turn his attention as Advent is playing a very dangerous game crossing here. Porsche comes through, and now he's got all the information he needs. Just stay alive, Advent. All he can ask, and he ignores me. 9-4, re-swinging in towards the orb, but it was never going to go his way.
Nice find from Mercury. That's going to be the return frag. Annihilation, though, with a... Ooh, aggressive off angle. Somehow only gets the tag there. Oh, goodness me. At least Bart4k is in for the trade, but that has opened up the B bomb site and given them the run-of-the-mill here on the T side of things. A peek comes around from Bart4k to try and find another off the back of the flash, but the flash ineffective, unfortunately. 3 versus 2 then. And a fallen B bomb site. Difficult fight for Jamyoung, but he does get it done. Just Techno that remains. Oh, man, it started off in a doable situation. It wasn't perfect, you know, it wasn't sort of one of those unlosable situations, but it's one of the better ones that we've seen the Mongols have off the back of their timeout. And it's fallen apart. Ah, man, you do have to feel for them up to a certain point.
You do, 100%. And now, of course, Techno is all that's left, and FAMAS as well. Not even a gun that you really care about saving all that much. I mean, it's better than nothing. My God, the Mongols are going to be in serious trouble in this next round. Well, bomb goes off. He'll stay alive. He'll actually upgrade to the M4, so I guess it's not the end of the world. But again, I mean, what a performance from Rare Atom. They are absolutely steamrolling right now. It's just no comparison. The Mongols had a very, very kind of small run of form early in towards this game, and then since the full buys have been out, it's been absolute one-way traffic. Dominance of the highest regard here, and absolute credit to Rare Atom. No mercy in the way they're playing this T-side right now, and it sets up this entire map for what is looking like a pretty rough showing for the Mongols. Lash in the AWP posted looking for people crossing in towards playground. Little does know they're already flying in his direction. He needs to get out of dodge quickly.
Quickly up long, not wasting any time at all. I think certainly going to catch the CTs off guard, but Annihilation is here with the AWP. The one big thing that maybe they had overlooked ever so slightly there on the T side of things. Mercury will creep round, grab the bomb, get out of there, but it's, again, a man advantage situation for the Mongols. Last time they couldn't capitalize, this time they're certainly going to have to. Don't want this to get away from them again. Oh, Mosier. Oh my goodness, just absolutely cannot buy around on the Mongols side of things. This is so insane. Mosier with a double spray down out of nowhere. Brings the round back, opens up B. Smoke towards it. I mean, it feels like there's just hardly any chance here. Blitz tries to make a move, doesn't work for him. And Annihilation, you would imagine, just going to hold the AWP.
Just when you think, right? Just when you think it's looking finally good. Mercedes in a double. Up to 11 kills for him. It's Mercury and Jam Young. The 2 stars have been pulling away. 16 and 9. Alex is just going to get rid of the AWP. Got a second one in his back pocket. But, let's be honest. Rare don't care. Mercury's got 14.3k. He's about to... He might even get max money off of this round. Or pretty close to it. Especially if he stays alive. Kicking themselves away to do it. Advent, Labour Spray. Gotta hunt the orb. Gotta make sure it falls. Do everything you can to drop it, and they will. Worth it. Absolutely worth it. Mercury does have max money, so picking up AWPs doesn't bother them really in the slightest. Great work. Absolutely fantastic work. This is just simple. Simple Counter-Strike, but being played at the absolute highest regard. Gotta give him credit. 10 rounds on T-side Overpass. To us, it's not often you get to say that. What have they got on the locker? Anything left to give to this game? Let's see. Fortune's the Pluto round of it. The Mongols, for them, they're opting for the low buy. I guess it's a smart call, but it is only just pistols for them. And 1 MP9 in the hands of Bartek, who was 2 and 12 right now. Not being a great day out so far for the new boy on the block.
It's certainly a rough one. Yeah. I mean, it's pretty rough for the whole team, to be fair, but definitely worrying signs. Mongols not as collected as we were maybe expecting. I think we wanted a good game out of these guys, and it's just been anything but so far. Again, opponent's map pick and all that kind of stuff, but you can see somewhat shaken. Takes Annihilation a second to find that frag. He really wanted to make sure that he gets it and not mess up his lines. However, they have discovered that the B-bomb site is completely open here. It was a stack play from the Mongols, and again, just luck. Lady luck not on their side this afternoon. They'll try and recover back B, but not going to happen. Annihilation this time. Can he save the orb?
Let's see. He should be okay. I'm sure, right? He's getting really out of there. Unless Jam Young, who's going on a very big flank, but a slow one, finds him on the way out. He starts to push towards long. Potentially that orb could be in trouble. I think Annihilation should be fine. The MP9 going to take the full brunt of the contact if anyone rotates through early doors. Should be okay. 11 rounds on T side. That alone is more than enough. They can make it a 12-3 half. This is already game set a match. I mean, to us, it kind of already does feel like it's game set a match. 15th final round of the half has been a massacre so far on Overpass. It's safe to say. I like him what we're seeing. Dominance of such a high regard being brought to fruition right now by Rare Atom. No mercy, no hold bars, and absolutely no respect shown to what is meant to be the premium team in the region. Stunning. Let's see, multikill comes fourth. Going aggro towards B. Might just fly out. Bartek might be in trouble here.
Looks like he is, to be fair. He does manage to find one, though. A little drop back. He's got support from Hasteka, who does get traded, but retaining a man advantage and putting a stop to the rush completely. In fact, Rare Atom have decided to pull back. Oh, and look, Techno is ready. I think he has just been heard, though, on the jump across. They're going to get the better of him. That's so unfortunate. Osier, meanwhile, holding back to he can't find the angle, though. Just keeping the guessing game coming. Is it going to be A? Is it going to be B? Actually sticking the bomb back towards B. Bartek takes a swing, wins the fight despite his low HP. Meanwhile, Advent up long, hoping to catch off A and maybe draw some rotations with his attention here. He will at the very least. Oh, draw a peek from Annihilation, who sees that there's actually nobody out towards long. So just keep yourself aware on that B-bomb site, boys. They will do so indeed. Dropping that bomb. Surely got to seal the deal for this one. Advent doesn't have a lot of time to do any walking, to do any sneaky moves, so he's just going to have to move in fast and hope that he can find the frags, which I think is certainly an easier said than done type situation at the moment. Spotted out. surely finished in not too long. Flash comes around, 20 seconds. He'd probably hold his AK in any other round, but of course, with it being the last one of the half, he's just going to try and swing and take some fights. Doesn't happen for him. 11-4, though, still pretty damn good for Rare Atom at the turn of the half. Going into their CT side as well, we'll see. Should be enough for them to close things out. Let's find out in the second half. (11-4) at the turn of the half. It certainly is not fully over. It's not a 12-3 or a 13-2. But it's pretty damn close. So Rare Atom should be in a good position to start thinking about the victory here, particularly if they pick up this pistol. Mongolz, meanwhile, have their work cut out. No mistakes until we get to, like, 11-9. Has to be pretty stellar Counter-Strike at the start of the second half for a map that they are less than confident on. And Adben is looking to take over the round. Does manage to get his third. Can he escape? No, he can't. So it's down to a 2 versus 2. Techno's found a 3K of his own. Mercury giving space. Techno just taking his time. Let's see whether this site is clear, whether there's a flank coming in. Hasteka, meanwhile, goes digging for a frag. Not given the chance just yet. Mercury still hidden away. They're really playing the long game with this one. Maybe waiting until that bomb tap comes in to try and find a space, try and find an opportunity to fly down. That's exactly what they go for. Oh, down goes one. Just going to be onto Techno. Got to ace up for this round. Leaves Mercury on 1 HP. Oh, the trade is instant from Kaze, though. So damn close for the Mongols, but it just won't be enough. And that, I think, has been the story of this map.
Yeah, I think it's spot on. I think that really is the narrative that we've been building the entire time. It's close, but no cigar. They've had so many opportunities in 2vx situations, 1vx situations, which haven't gone their way. Be getting so close to that finish line, so close to making this an extremely more competitive game, let's be honest. And unfortunately, it's not been the case. But hey, credit, what a performance. What a showing we're getting here right now. Brilliant work. Coming to the forefront. 12-4, and off the back of taking the pistol, now having much better money to work with. It's starting to feel like we're on its last legs. Like games of the match is more or less coming up just around the corner. It has been a miraculous performance from that rare atom.
Mongols looking for a boost up here to get this AK activated. Oh, Jam Young is close to the mark. Going to be spotted, but not finished. Actually, returns a dink. Fearsome stuff there from Jam Young. So a bit of a swap up of that AK, but it's still in action. No kills as yet.
I just have no idea how he didn't kill him. It looked bang on. Unfortunately, this is the way. Of course, right now, slow but sure, the Mongols with this slightly half bite, trying to inch their way close over towards B, and then they come hasteka in the way as well. Entry fragging, looking to try and find something to work with. It's Advent down towards water, gets a thing, gets a kill. In fact, a great one, untraded, and he looks for seconds and he'll find it. He continues to cause problems and continues to cause damage, but it's going the way that he side, or so I say. Mercury for a double, Kaze with one of his own. And as we're after him, who survive a scare over towards the B site. Just like that. And now in a position where I think we can once again say this feels dead in the water. 13-4, money broken, no bomb plant, and surely it's done.
Yeah, it is definitely looking that way on this one, to be honest with you. Really surprising stuff, I think, to see it go this one-sided, but Rare Atom playing a stellar game of Counter-Strike. And then we move into Mirage next, right? Really, again, maybe a really smart ban coming in from Rare Atom to just force the Mongols onto some weaker maps and play them into their own hands, banning away that Inferno when, you know, you could argue that Rare Atom pretty decent on Inferno, but they don't want their teammates to be comfortable as well, or their opponents, I should say, to be comfortable. And it has really shown, at least in the first step. A couple more to go, of course. A couple more halves to be won out, but this one looking more than likely. Oh, lovely shot on the left eye from Blitz. You'd love to see it.
It's a Gorga. Low HP, they're taking around the corner. That boosted up. Easy kill. Looking for seconds to Mercury as well. Might actually just be giving it. Sneaking, sitting in that smoke. I like this play because Blitz will find one. These Deagles, the hand cannon's causing problems. At the very least, making it expensive, but now they've got a numbers advantage. Surely not. Bart4k the Tech 9 trying to do something. Will be dropped, and it gives the opportunity for Advent to fall away and reposition. Gets yet one more. The last player out of Blitz, low on HP. One bullet to the chest is all it takes. And oh my god, he gets another lovely shot. But unfortunately, not quite good enough. Good effort, though.
Definitely making him a little bit scared there, a little bit weary on the Rare Atom side. Good effort's not quite going to cut it, unfortunately. Obviously need more than that to well, not just make this one doable, but to recover it back, make it look a little competitive here. Keep the dream alive. But certainly an easier said than done at this late stage, and this kind of a scoreline, to be fair. Time indeed will tell, but for the most part, looking... Well, you got to win the rifle round here on the rare item side, and looking like it might just be over, so... Advent to kick things off. Techno does manage to find the head of Kaze, who stuck around despite the flash. Certainly a rare kind of move. Great flash comes in for Jam Young, though, to find a return frag. Rare atom. They don't have to go too deep into the strat book, and they can play super confident, keep it quite simple, quite aggressive. Does get the better of Kaze, but the rest of the squad really finding effectiveness, he was saying, and then they overstep and give it back into a 3-on-3.
Well, reclaiming some space. Mnglz, nice shot from him. Jam Young coming to support as well. Making sure if anyone swung from long, fine. Great flash, great timing. The farm hustle swing is actually perfect team play. Even taking on a 1 versus 3. An ace clutch needed from him. And unfortunately, just sort of feels like a bit of a task. Too tall. We give it a good crack. We only got 35 seconds to do so. So let's start to... You know, need to hurry it up. Time is ticking. Bomb will be collected. Little does he know he's spotted out by the pistol of Mnglz. 15-4. One last opportunity to stay alive. Let's see if there's anything left in the locker for them. This sort of score, under this sort of deficit, we're already under the kind of illusion or the belief at the very least that this is done. I think potentially the Mongols might be too. I wouldn't even kind of be surprised if they're just going to see this one off and go in towards Mirage, hoping for a full reset. This has been a map to forget.
It definitely has. I mean, that'll be the big test moving forwards as to whether they can keep the mindset clean and, you know, just go into their own map and play the confident game. But when you look at a scoreline like this, you really do worry for them. Rare Atom on top form at the moment. Really quick game against NKT yesterday as well. Mongols, meanwhile, we're definitely not getting the best version of them, and you can see it. Mercury, easy 2k. Feels like you don't even need to get super hyped, because you just know that he's going to find those frags. Techno will trade him out. So we keep it close, but it's still that man advantage for the CTs.
Mercury's had an awesome game. 22-14. Absolutely flying. In what has been a massacre. 4 versus 3. I'm collected. Looks like they want to commit over towards the A site. Leading the charge as well of that on Annihilation. One of the biggest names on this team. Needs a big performance this round, but the MP9 round the corner gets a freebie. Mnglz, brilliant work from him. The supporting rifle on SMG makes it easy. Kaze will clean up the second to last. These are down to 1 man. Techno 4k. Well, needs a 4k. There's the first. 3 more needed. It's not 2B. Ladies and gents, it is a massacre here on Overpass. As to be perfectly honest, Rare Atom make that look like boys versus men up there. The Mongols never got going. Not once.
Yeah, absolutely insane. Again, you got to bear in mind, as I mentioned, the way that it went down, we had the pistol one out.